Welcome back to Time Warner Cable's Local Edition. My name is Brad Pomerance, and we are joined by Matt Dababneh. He is a new member of the California State Assembly. And so I want to speak with you about education. A better year, no doubt, with Prop 30, with an improving economy. What's happening in the area of funding for education at all levels?
Yeah. Well, you know, the Speaker gave me the great opportunity to be on the Budget Committee and also on Budget Subcommittee 2, which oversees all education financing in the state, K through 12, and our university systems, community college, Cal State, and UC. It's actually, for me, a really great opportunity to come onto this committee at this time because of the voters' very wise decision to pass Prop 30 a few years back. Because of the work of my predecessors in the legislature and the governor, we've gone from a $30 billion deficit in 2011 to where we have a surplus again and building a rainy day fund. But we also have a great opportunity to fund higher education. This year the governor has proposed, and we're working on in the budget subcommittee, a 10% increase for our community colleges, so that'll help students at Pierce College and Valley College and Mission College, and a 5% increase at our Cal States and UCs, so that'll help UCLA and Cal State Northridge. So we're going to be looking at how we can get even further funding to these programs.
But let me ask you, if I may, because you're right, there is no doubt that the CSU, UC, as well as community colleges will see more money than last year.
Yeah.
But if you look at what's happening with K-12, they are receiving a lot more money than they received last year.
Yeah.
And so it does beg the question about whether K-12 should be so preferred over the higher education institutions.
Part of that's structural because of Prop 98 that mandates a certain amount going to K through 12 and community college. But I'm going to be a real advocate, not just for K through 12, which I think is obviously paramount for everyone in the state to realize we have to have a really strong education system for our young people, including early childhood education. But I'm going to be an advocate, and I ran on this for our Cal States and our UCs as well. I'm a product of both a community college, a Cal State, and a UC, graduated from UCLA. And I know how important that is to creating the future generations of leaders here in California.
You mentioned early education, and leadership in the Senate and the Assembly both have proposed creating a TK program, transitional kindergarten, the year when the child is 4 years old. Very strong on it, but in the governor's proposed budget in January, he did not include that program in his footprint. What do you think about that?
Well, obviously, still a lot of work to go on the budget to make sure that we're investing in as many aspects of education as we can. I think the evidence is clear that early childhood education is paramount to making sure that students in future years are able to develop the necessary skills to go on. And I think we need to do everything we can to invest in that. I think the actual blueprint for how we do that is still needs to be worked on a little bit. But I think as a body, most of us agree that we need to do something with early childhood education.
But is now the time to create another program? I mean, it could cost upwards of $1 billion.
Of course. I don't know if starting a new program is necessary right now, but I know that there's a lot of options out there for us to invest in already existing programs, to invest in already established programs that already focus on early childhood education and broaden their ability to take more students from different backgrounds to make sure we have a robust kind of patchwork of different programs across the state that are doing that.
And I'm sure you will hear what your constituents think about TK and otherwise. You'll be having some coffees coming up in the Valley, April 10th, 11th, 12th, and 17th.
So I have throughout the West Valley, one's in Encino, we have one in Reseda, we have one in the Woodland Hills area at a Boys and Girls Club, we have one in Calabasas at the City Hall. It's a great opportunity for my constituents to come and talk to me and let me know what issues are on their mind. During my election, I was able to do hundreds of these with Congressman Sherman as well. And, it's one of the great opportunities for me to be able to listen to what's on people's minds. And that's why, today I'm, focused so much on higher education and making sure we keep our education systems not only world-class, but affordable and accessible to all Valley families. Because this is what I heard at the farmers markets and the town halls and the coffees I did with Congressman Brad Sherman and when I ran. So I look forward to hearing from everyone.
Matt Dababneh. He is a member of the California State Assembly.
Thanks,
My name is Brad Pomerance. It's Time Warner Cable's Local Edition.